Hi everyone, this is Larry Duraki,
And I'm Robert Riggs.
and welcome to Phi Kap today. This is our second episode. We're very excited to present it to you.
We're going to talk about a couple of things. One, we like to highlight a brother, and so we'll talk a little bit about Taylor during this episode. We'll also share some things about our regional conferences and our convention coming up. Hear a personal piece from a staff member, and then a little bit about another alumnus who's been a long-time influencer in our organization, Father Mullen.
Our first segment highlights Brother Taylor Lutzis, who was the 2016 Outstanding Young Alumnus Award winner.
We were able to recognize Taylor as our Outstanding Young Alumnus during this summer's Quo Vadis. And Taylor shared a really great story. We decided to highlight him, I think, because he lives the ideals, he lives our mission. He was in school, he realized he found his own passion and decided to pursue that aggressively. And he shared that message with our attendees at QV this summer. I think to great effect. I think he was pretty inspirational when people got to hear that he slept on his desk for more than one semester because he was so committed to living the life that he wanted to. And he's doing some great things now. He's working for his dream company, doing exactly what he wanted. And he's also creating some really profound ways to impact society through soccer, actually. And he shared that with our members, and you can see a little bit about that in the clip that we have here from the QV.
Project Menembwe is the current project that's taking over our lives in the most beautiful way, and it is the merging between Coastal Laboratories and AHNH, which is 501c3 nonprofit. And so we are merging and marrying this project together between two organizations, studying the history and needs of the people of Menembwe on this first trip. It was nothing, we were arriving not knowing what we were actually getting ourselves into. We just wanted to kind of hear the people talk to us, what they need, what their struggles were, and identify their problems. A peace was kind of brought to these people about 6 to 8 years ago. And the solution? Soccer. So soccer was actually passively and indirectly brought to these people through the UN actually having affiliation with the region. And so we were helicoptered by the UN just due to safety measures because the region we were working in is safe, but to reach it is actually currently illegal. The US doesn't allow you to travel there. We attended a wedding to kind of see also learn much more in depth the culture of the people so that we can start designing at some point without having to study them. We've actually experienced all different layers of their society. They organized their championship game to be when we were there. So we got to also experience this beautiful experience of just everyone coming together. So we got the 15 acres granted to us from the 6 local chiefs and then the Congolese government. They actually signed off on us getting the land, so now we can begin the process. And so this is what we pieced together, just a collage for the time being, just to give a visual representation of what we're working on, our goals and intentions behind this. I'd like to end with this quote that I've been following for a very long time. And great things not done by impulse, but a series of small things brought together. Thank you.
They originally went in and they thought they were going to design hospitals or schools, and they realized that soccer was actually providing peace in the area. And so they've transitioned what they're doing and designing installations in homes or soccer facilities for what used to be warring tribes to now compete on the soccer field versus competing on the battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, what I found really amazing was that some of those people that participated in the soccer program walked sometime over 20 miles just to get there every day, back and forth. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it really puts things in perspective.
Oh, sure does. Sure. In our next segment, we're going to be talking about the upcoming regional leadership conferences. And I know, Rob, we've held these every year for a number of years now. Are these going to be pretty much the same as they were in the past, or are they going to have some new features?
Yeah, we're certainly going to add some new features. As we shared in the first episode, we got a chance to kind of see firsthand the impact we're having on our students. And great attendance, but we want to be more engaging. So we're going to give them targeted education focused on leadership, and specifically servant leadership and what it means to be a servant leader. We're going to overlay that with, well, now that you've learned some of these characteristics of servant leadership, put it in a real live experience. So we're going to do a lot of scenarios with them about that.
Who will the teachers be? Will they be special guests?
It'll be a combination of people who've proven themselves as servant leaders in their career fields, and ideally, best case scenario, alumni who've proven themselves in their career fields as servant leaders and dynamic facilitators. So we're putting a slight change on that as well. We want to build a few facilitation teams and keep them together as a group as they facilitate both regional leadership weekends. One thing that one of our staff members talks about a lot, Ben, he says, like, we want to teach, or we want to provide this opportunity for the people that want to be there. So if you want to go and you want to learn about servant leadership and you want to be challenged with your ability to lead and create real social solutions, attending a regional leadership conference is going to be the great opportunity for you to do that.
So I think what's really important is for all of you to sign up for the regional leadership conferences just as soon as possible, so that you don't miss out on being able to attend. Sure. On the video here, you'll see a list of the dates and locations of the conferences. And please try to sign up for these sooner rather than later. Also, registration for the 2017 National Convention in Washington, D.C. is also underway. So please feel free to sign up for the convention as well.
Yeah, the convention will be important to attend for many reasons. One being we need to elect the new leadership for the fraternity. And I know, unfortunately, your time is coming to an end on the board. And so we'll be looking for new board members to run and serve as a leadership, and then also from that elect the new officers for the organization. We also hope to kind of provide a real update on the work that we've been doing this whole year when it comes to the idea of focusing on social impact and empowering our members to find their own passion in life.
So will it be the convention, will it be a combination of traditional convention business plus some opportunities for development as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to keep the business to the business components, but we want to run that very efficiently. But we're going to be in a great city. We're going to be in our nation's capital. We can get a chance to look at some of the great opportunities that city provides with regards to immersive-based education.
Will we be doing any touring or any sightseeing?
We certainly will. We want to lock down some of those locations, so probably in our next episode we'll announce the specific tours that we're going to do.
In our next segment, I'd like to introduce you to Stephen Lee. Most of you know Stephen from his past work in the expansion area. He now has a new title, which is the Director of Advocacy and Outreach. And Steve will be presenting some highlights of the expansion program and also share with us his experiences as a lead singer in a band, and also provide a little history of other members of Phi Kappa Theta that have been in bands.
Hey everybody, this is Stephen Lee. I'd like to tell you about expansion for Phi Kappa Theta Fraternity. We have been operating as a colony at the University of Illinois for a few years now. They are ready to charter, and we are very excited about it. They have selected Founders Day weekend of 2017 to re-charter. It's going to be a big event, and they've got a ton of alumni, so they're excited about it as well. So Illinois Beta Delta, they were the Beta chapter of Phi Kappa and the Delta chapter of Theta Kappa Phi. So the fact that we are once again going to be a chapter there is huge for the fraternity. We had a successful year in terms of expansion last year. We chartered 3 groups: Hofstra, Alaska, and Arizona State. And that would be last school year, 2015, 2016. We are looking to always grow and find new opportunities. This semester we did recolonize Iowa Delta. So they were the 4th group of Phi Kappa. Very exciting there as well. Great guys. Actually, University of Illinois, they traveled to University of Iowa for that event. So definitely some inter-chapter brotherhood going on. We're very happy about that. And yeah, if you have any opportunities that you know of, any college students, whether they're related or friends that are attending universities where we are not currently operating, we would love to talk with them and explain why Phi Kappa Theta would be a good choice. And I'd also like to talk to you about one of my passions, music. I sing for a band called Speedbird. We're based out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And there are a few other Phi Kaps around the country who are also involved with music, whether it's a band or opera. So, for example, Jesse Donner from Iowa State, he is currently performing in the Chicago Lyric Theater for opera. It's very exciting, very prestigious as well. We've got a band out of Hofstra, New York that involves two brothers, France Caesar and Mike Raj. And they are involved with Hoax, the band Hoax. And also we've got a band out of Champaign, Illinois, with a brother by the name of Zach Dawkins, and that is called Dogs with Hands. And there is an article actually in the Temple. This is the fall issue of the Temple, and it should be in your homes by the time you see this video. If not, let us know. We'd love to send you a copy. But I want to talk about why music is important to me and why it's a passion. I think just being on stage and performing for brothers and friends and family gives them confidence that, you know what, if there's something that they're passionate about, they can also pursue their dreams. And honestly, sometimes you just got to put yourself out there. People may receive it well, they may not. But hey, we're always getting better, always improving. This past month, we actually performed at the University of Illinois for the brothers there, and it was an amazing experience. They were very supportive. They rocked out with us, and we had a great brotherhood event in which they really got to celebrate live music in their own house. Keep rocking if that's what you are passionate about, or whether it's being an entrepreneur or serving your fellow man. Whatever you are passionate about, we would love to see you succeed, and we want to give you the confidence to do that.
If any of you have any unusual or interesting hobby like Steve does, please let us know, and we'd like to feature you on Phi Kap Today as well. The Temple magazine will be coming out. It will feature on the cover Brother Vince Dooley, the former football coach at the University of Georgia. Brother Dooley was the 2016 Man of Achievement. Keep an eye on your mailboxes when the Temple arrives.
The second thing that's happening within the top 5 is that Larry, as the president, called together a task force to revisit the strategic plan, and that task force met in January of 2016. The task force will be reconvening in January of 2017 to kind of review and assess the work that the fraternity has done over the last 12 months and continue to set the right course for us moving forward in the future.
Our third item is that we will be sort of revamping and redoing the AM education program. It'll be online. And Rob, do you have any more details on that?
That's right. We need to bring our ability to provide education to our students to a more relevant state. So one of the pieces is putting new member education in an online learning system in a way that we can consistently deliver quality education to our members, to all of our members, and at the same time, for our benefit, track the information, track the data, making sure people are learning this information. The fourth thing that's happening right now, and we're actually right at the very end of it, is Movember. So Phi Kappa Theta has been in partner or supported Movember, which is a foundation that focuses on raising awareness for men's health for a number of years now, and I believe this is our 7th year in our national partnership. We have a lot of chapters that are participating throughout the country, raising awareness for men's health, raising money for men's health, and that's coming to a conclusion, but we continue on this kind of engagement with men's health with our stash bracket. So this will be the 3rd year in which student members will be competing in a playoff-style bracket tournament in which you can vote for your favorite mustache over the month of December, and we'll recognize the winner in the Final Four by the end of the year in early January.
It's getting toward the end of the year and Christmas time when everyone thinks about giving. And giving to the Phi Kappa Theta Foundation is one of the things that hopefully all of you will keep in mind at the end of this holiday season. Foundation has been a wonderful source of revenue and has enabled the fraternity to put on all of these outstanding programs, including our regional leadership conferences and other conferences that we have. Without them, we would be unable to do any of this. So please keep the foundation in mind if you have a few dollars at the end of the year that you might be willing to contribute. Thank you. Next, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Father Mullen. In September, a number of us were in San Diego and attended the National Foundation meetings. Afterwards, we had the honor of visiting with Father Mullen in his home. Father was very upbeat, and all of us that were there really enjoyed visiting with him. We were extremely sad to hear that he had passed away on October the 19th in his home. It's a tremendous loss for the fraternity, and it really is hard for me to express in words the deep feeling that I had for Father Mullen. Just a little history about Father Mullen. Father was initiated in the fraternity in 1981 at the University of San Diego. He served as their advisor for many, many years and was very instrumental in having the chapter rechartered in the late 2000s. Father was loved by all of the brothers and was an outstanding chapter advisor. Father Mullen served as on the National Board of Trustees with me, and was our national chaplain, national secretary, and most recently the prior national president of the fraternity from 2013 to 2015. We have set up a special fund in memory of Father Mullen. Please visit our website, which is shown on the video. Thank you very much.
Well, that's all for this episode. Remember to stay tuned for more videos and posts of our brothers on social media so you don't miss any of our information and updates. So once again, I'm Rob.
And I'm Larry, and this is Phi Kap Today.